президенти України.
Pandora Papers. Ukraine leader seeks to justify offshore accounts. Zelenskyy was elected president in 2019 on promises to fight corruption and reduce the influence of oligarchs in the ex-Soviet country.
Проста людина, яка прийшла зламати цю систему.
What is Ukraine now? Ukraine is a frontier where new things are happening.
The Pandora Papers are based on documents leaked to the ICIJ and expose the offshore dealings of kings, presidents, prime ministers.
I really hope that you and President Putin get together and can solve your problem. That would be a tremendous achievement. And I know you're trying to do that.
In April 2022, Russian and Ukrainian negotiators appeared to have tentatively agreed on the outlines of a negotiated interim settlement. Russia would withdraw to its position on February 23rd when it controlled part of the Donbass region and all of Crimea, and in exchange, Ukraine would promise not to seek NATO membership and instead receive security guarantees from a number of countries. Now, thanks to Hill, we know those talks actually bore fruit. The Western press, by the way, continues to simply pretend this reporting doesn't exist.
Слава Україні!
This compromise is no longer an option.
Well, good.
So they gave him an option in April. They had it almost worked out. And who sabotaged it? The United States, NATO, UK, and Zelenskyy, the president of Ukraine, are using Ukrainians as cannon fodder for a money grift.
Слава Україні!
So this guy with a Ukraine flag says, here's an example of how foreign, even American, pro-Russian journalists and political parties Photoshop Nazi symbols on Ukraine soldiers in order to accuse Ukraine of Nazism. You don't have to Photoshop it. Zelensky's bodyguard, Zelensky's Jewish. How could that be?
He's Jewish.
How could he be? He's Jewish. So Zelenskyy takes a picture with this guy. This guy's his bodyguard, and he's wearing a Nazi patch. I'm not making it up.
Слава Україні!
So is that photoshopped? Is that photoshopped? And it's German for death's head. And it's an insignia that was widely used in Nazi Germany. Badges incorporating the skull and bones motif were popularized by Germany's death head units. Zelensky's Jewish. How could that be?
He's Jewish.
How could he be? He's Jewish. Jon Stewart's Jewish. How can he give a medal to a Nazi? Jon Stewart's Jewish. There he is giving an award. There is Jon Stewart giving an award to a legit Nazi.
He inspires his team with his personal example and his unique sense of humor. Sergeant First Class Igor Halushka.
Jon Stewart's Jewish. How can he give a medal to a Nazi? Jon Stewart's Jewish.
Igor!
Hitler's personal bodyguard unit. That's what this is from. Zelensky's Jewish. How could that be?
He's Jewish.
How could he be? He's Jewish. There's Nazis everywhere. That's what they say. There's Nazis everywhere. Yeah, but you could swing a dead cat in Ukraine and you can hit somebody with a Nazi tattoo. It's a little different than the United States. It's a little different.
Слава Україні!
Again, the people who pretend to be the grown-ups in the room, the adults, and the good people just project all their horribleness onto their political opponents. So they say half the country are corrupt white supremacists while they're in bed with Nazis.
It's all part of being an adult.
It's all part
being
of
a huge,
adulting.
unbelievable hypocrite.
That's
Every
right.
day of your life is called adulthood.
It's called adulthood.